Look at the modern world. Every road, supply chain, and piece of legacy infrastructure relies on a single, continuous fuel source: human physical labor. But this chart shows a rapidly approaching mathematical reality. We are looking at a global population pyramid, and it is aggressively inverting. A massive, aging demographic is expanding at the top, pressing directly down on a shrinking youth workforce below. By the year 2050, 1 in every 6 people on Earth will be over the age of 65. The 20th century economic engine, which demands endless young labor to support a smaller retired population, will buckle under that weight. Yet this mathematical certainty doesn't equal societal collapse. The systems that demand that physical labor are already being dismantled. The late 2020s and early 2030s will serve as a deliberate phase-out period for our most obsolete infrastructure. Starting in 2026, robo-taxis operated by companies like Waymo and Uber will enter the United Kingdom, marking the terminal decline of human-driven urban transport. Complex biological reflexes on the road will be replaced by silicon and highly calibrated sensors. By 2033, we will cut a significant analog tether to the past. MasterCard will permanently phase out the magnetic stripe on its credit cards. A commerce technology born in the 1960s will be retired, swapped for biometric sensors and digital wallets. 2 years later, in 2035, the European Union, the UK, and Canada will officially ban the sale of new internal combustion engine cars. These technological milestones represent the coordinated retirement of the human-driven analog era. As these old systems fade, they are replaced by a series of upgrades that move humanity away from the limits of biological and energy scarcity. We are closing the chapter on our worst biological vulnerabilities. By 2029, science will achieve the global eradication of polio, turning the reality of these iron lung wards into ancient history. By the early 2030s, medical science will likely shatter another barrier. Xenotransplantation, using genetically modified pig organs, will begin to shrink the waitlists for human donors. At the same time, we are attacking terrestrial energy limits. In 2035, France's ITER project aims to generate its first plasma, attempting to unlock nearly infinite, zero-carbon nuclear fusion. Removing the constraints of organ failure and energy costs provides the foundation for the species to shift its focus from survival to system-wide expansion. The final end of the 20th century arrives with a ghost from the digital past in 2038, known as the Y2K38 bug. Inside older 32-bit computer systems, internal clocks will run out of seconds to count, violently overflowing and rolling back to 1901. Without aggressive patching, this glitch threatens aging critical infrastructure, from legacy banking to orbiting satellites. Compare that failing legacy tech to the arrival of fault-tolerant quantum computers in 2030, which can solve complex chemical and logistical problems in hours instead of millennia. These quantum machines provide the massive processing capacity required to simulate the trillions of connections found in a biological brain, providing the hardware foundation for artificial general intelligence, or AGI, in 2040. Unlike the narrow AI of the 2020s, an AGI will possess the ability to reason, plan, hypothesize, and adapt across any domain, exactly like a competent human. From the moment AGI wakes up, the pace of innovation will no longer be driven by humans. By 2050, our civilization will exist in a deep paradox, a society of incredible social expansion, surviving on a heavily damaged planet. Our baseline of achievement will be significant. We will see an industrialized economy on the moon, hyper-connected megacities globally, 95% literacy, and extreme poverty dropping to a mere 2%. If human labor is no longer the primary driver of the economy, the traditional model of earning a wage to survive breaks down. To prevent economic stagnation, governments will be forced to restructure society around universal basic income. The true legacy of 2050 is a daunting, inescapable world where work is an option, not a necessity.